Jabra has been among my favorite Bluetooth earpiece brands for some time. I thoroughly enjoyed the 65T, then that continued with the Elite 75T, and now Jabra has given us the 85T. But wait, this is a different beast than the 75T. Notice I did still use the word beast. Just like the 75Ts, these are fierce, but a different animal. A subtle departure from what the 75T offered, but have no fear. I have a PhD in tech zoology, so let us go on safari and observe this fantastic beast. Come, let us away. This fantastic beast is large on features, rivaling the AirPods Pro. You get multiple levels of adjustable active noise canceling. You get one of the best audio pass-through features on a pair of truly wireless earbuds. They call it hear-through, and you get a case which supports wireless charging. There are 6 total microphones on the buds, 3 apiece, with 4 of those dedicated to Jabra's advanced active noise cancellation. But the most fantastic part of this beast is what's inside the buds themselves. First though, let's talk about the differences between these and the 75T. The high-level overview here is that one is more geared toward fitness enthusiasts and outdoors folk. That difference is easily seen in their specs, and Jabra even gives you a handy chart on their site to show you the differences. The primary differences in that regard being that the 75T has better waterproofing and a more snug fit in your ear canal to stay in place better during those high-intensity workouts. The 75Ts are also lighter, albeit by just 2 grams, and they're 2 millimeters shorter. This scenario reminds me of when Jabra offered their Active and Elite models. One had more waterproofing than the other and was more geared toward heavy outdoor and gym use. If you're going to get seriously sweaty, the 75Ts will probably do a bit better job of fitting without you having to readjust mid-workout. But during my own workouts, I didn't have any issues with the 85Ts moving around. I did feel the need to readjust them occasionally as they sit outside the ear canal instead of inside it like the 75T, but that was more based on feeling. They weren't actually getting looser. It was just one of those things where it was like a nagging thing where I felt like I had to push them back in. But at times when I forced myself to not do that, I actually noticed that they weren't popping out, they weren't falling out, they weren't becoming unseated. It was just a feeling. You know what else matters most on the inside? The difference in technology between the two. Though they don't seal inside the ear like the 75Ts, the 85Ts make for a solid seal for their adjustable active noise canceling. Through the Sound Plus app, you can access the technology built into the 85Ts and enjoy everything from the ability to EQ the music to your tastes, to controlling the levels, and there are several of them, of active noise canceling, to updating the firmware on the buds. At their highest level of active noise canceling, the 85Ts offer a solid level of noise cancellation as I ran my YouTube airplane noise cancellation test. All the low end of the airplane was completely done away with, leaving only the light hum of the higher end of the engine noise. One of the most effective features of what's inside the 85Ts is the My Sound function, which tailors the sound to your hearing with an in-app hearing test. And while that may sound like a bit of hokum, after running the test, the sound was noticeably better for me. And with Audition being such a subjective thing, better means the tones, the EQ of the music was noticeably more pleasing to me after running the test than it was before I ran the test. And speaking of what sounded better, let's get into the listening experience. I ran through my FLAC files on my Apple Music playlist, and right before I was ready to write this review, Jabra released a firmware update. Sometimes those updates only add functionality or refine it. Maybe they squash some bugs. In this case, the audio quality at the upper end of the volume levels was improved. For the record, at the loudest volume levels when connected to my iPhone and listening to bass-heavy songs on Apple Music, I did experience some distortion with super bass-heavy songs like Lil Wayne's Amelie, Method Man's Biscuits, and Shifty by Onyx. Now, when listening to my FLAC files at max volume, there was no distortion. Even listening to bass-heavy tracks from Skrillex. Listening to Paul Simon's Diamonds on the Soles of Her Shoes in my FLAC library was a joy. The vocals were at the brighter end of things without sibilance, though pushing right up against the boundary. The great thing about the 85Ts though is that they get plenty loud, so you don't need to listen to them at max volume on your devices to get solid audio, especially with the ANC turned on. The 85Ts still sit atop my list of the best truly wireless earbuds on the market, as the 75Ts did before them. And after testing these, the pass-through audio called hear-through is still one of the best, most natural sounding implementations of that technology of any earbuds or headphones I've tested. If you were so inclined, you could walk around all day long with these in and hear-through turned on and not miss conversation and conduct yourself as if there was nothing obstructing your ear canals. Rounding out the user experience, you're going to get 5.5 hours of battery life with another 25 out of the case if you're constantly using these with ANC on. The case itself is wireless charging compatible and will charge the earbuds using fast charging, which will get you an hour of playback in just 15 minutes of charging in the case. The controls are not capacitive but mechanical, so instead of taps, you're going to navigate calls and music via button clicks. And it's the usual 1 to pause, 2 to forward, etc. What's different than most models is that you'll be designating which earbud controls which functions, because there's also the ANC to contend with. So, you can assign turning ANC and hear-through on and off to one earbud and navigation functions, along with invoking your digital assistant with whichever earbud you choose through the app. And the app itself has quite a bit going for it, so you're definitely going to want to take a moment and go through it. Not only does it help tune the music to your hearing, like I stated earlier in this review, but that app is where you'll go to assign the navigation functions, to set up your EQ to your liking, and to use their meditation section, which will play various sounds to help you mellow out or go to sleep. Overall, again, these are in my top 5 list of truly wireless earbuds for features, for functionality, for sound quality. All around, overall, these are among the kings of the hill, in my opinion. Hey, I don't take it lightly that you spent your time watching here with me at Tashaka Explains It All. If you have any questions I didn't answer in this review, please leave them in the comments below. I'll get to them. As always, thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the next video.